So yes, I know it may be hard to believe, but I did close that amount of money in cold DMs. I'm going to show you exactly the full breakdown right now. So how did I actually close over $137,000 using cold outreach? Now you're probably hearing this and be like, no way, this guy closed that amount of money, he's full of shit, whatever. The reason you think that way is because you can't do cold outreach, you're a bot, you do not know who to message, you don't have a good offer, you're sounding like everyone else. So the second you're able to open your eyes to the possibilities that, hey, other people are probably making money with this. It's just a question of finding the right vehicle and doing it correctly. Is the second you will be able to get paid. And that's exactly what I want to show you, right? This video is for people who are ready to open their eyes to see the possibilities of doing cold outreach and actually making money. Because I know you're tired right now. You're sending a bunch of messages, whatever, on whatever type of agency or whatever thing you created, and nothing's working, nobody's replying, you're getting ghosted, whatever. It's because you're doing it a specific way. You have to have a lot of things put in place in order to work. And if you're able to watch this video and apply it, I guarantee you, you will be able to make money from cold outreach way more easily than you think. Okay? So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly the exact DM strategy that gets people excited to pay and work with me, why your outreach isn't working right now, what I used to do and why it didn't work for my cold outreach, the business model as well that I do to be able to close those clients, the exact DM method that closes clients in 48 to 72 hours, and some even more sauce for you. Okay, so super important video if you actually want to be able to get paid in 2026. Okay, so what is the exact DM strategy that gets people excited to pay and work with me? Not just like, oh, on the fence, yeah, let's try him out. No, excited, like, hey, Adam, I really want to get started with you. Okay. And as you can see, don't just take my word for it. These are all responses. These are a fraction of the responses I've been getting. Okay. And I get these a lot. Okay. Hey, can we have a call today? Just sign the contract. Feel free to share. Yes, please do, Adam. Yes, sure thing. Hello, friend. We saw the video. Could we do a call and discuss further details? Go for it. Sure. Go for it, etc. Okay. These are daily responses that I get. Okay. And you may be wondering why, right? And how as well. And these, what's cool about this is that these turn into high paying clients for me, right? With as well rev shares of how much they make and how much I'm able to make them, right? Which creates the best client dynamic, okay? But we have to understand why your cold outreach and why mine as well in the past wasn't working. Because I'm also, a victim of this and doing cold outreach for days and sending 50, 100, 150 DMs and getting absolutely nowhere. Okay. The first reason is because you're messaging the wrong people. Okay. In order for someone to pay you, they have to want to be able to work with you. If you message the wrong people, they're not going to work with you. A prime example of this, local business owners. How many people do you think are reaching to local businesses for ads, for an AI receptionist, for content? So many people. I used to have an SMMA and I used to have access to one of those accounts from that local business owner, and he used to get at least 20 to 25 messages a day. That's what you used to get in cold DMs or whatever. Okay? So you're never going to be able to send out, even if you have a crazy offer, even if you have some crazy guarantee, you're not going to be able to send out. The only way you're going to send out is if you're an agency that has, I don't know, 300 employees, you have some crazy proof, whatever, and you're probably in his area. Other than that, he's not going to work with you, okay? Or it's going to be very hard for him to even consider you, to jump on a call with you, and to sign with you because they're getting pitched all the time. They're super annoyed with it. You go to someone right now, like, oh, fuck, I'm going to call DM about another freelancer marketing agency. Like, they're done with it, especially this AI shit. Like, everybody's doing that now. Forget about that, okay? Two, and I said this along with a lot of copywriters, maybe some content agencies or growth operators, whatever, people with too high follower count. Someone who has 400,000 followers, it's not impossible that he responds to you, gets interested, but the chances are very, very low. Again, similar to the local business owners, because he gets a lot of people DMing him, and why would he work with you? Why would he put his whole brand reputation on someone who has 1,000 followers who's just starting out, right? He's going to work with someone who's more known in the industry. Not saying it's impossible, but it's a bit harder, right? And again, this ties back to everything, but people get pitched to often, whether it's local business owners, people with high follower count, or people with none of those two things, but that that a lot of people get that pitch him directly, okay? Number two, you do just some typical copy and paste DM where there's no personalization within the DM. You sound like everyone else and you focus on the quantity rather than the quality. I can't stress this enough. Yes, the quantity is important. We want to send a lot of DMs, but stop focusing on just sending as much DMs as possible without personalizing it and being, you know, selecting who you want to work with. okay? Because at the end of the day, this is what you're doing. You're selecting who you want to work with, right? And you have to choose quality over quantity, okay? Some DMs like this, like you see this shit, you guys probably do this right now. Forget about that shit. Nobody's gonna answer you if you do that stuff. Nobody, okay? No, it's not like 10 years ago, prime SMMA time. It's not like that anymore, okay? Number two, you are just in the wrong business model, which is most likely the case. Okay, with you, these yes could do something, and this is why probably you're not investing in your business. But the main thing is you're in the wrong business model, right? You fell into the trap of doing what most popular online by these online gurus, right? I'm not going to name any names, but I think you can kind of guess what I'm talking about, right? And why do I know this? Because I was doing all of those things, all these top three reasons, I was doing them and I learned from them, okay? And especially the one where it's the wrong business model. I used to try so many business model and I know this was the problem, okay? So to give you an example, this was me doing cold outreach for my typical SMMA, okay? But it wasn't typical. I'm gonna get into that in a second as well, right? So as you can see, this is me 2023 sending a bunch of DMs to these local businesses. And this is me as well. Like, hey, is this a good place for questions to the owner slash decision maker? Typical opener. Yes, that's me. This is what it's about. I would send a 51-second personalized video. Okay, maybe I wasn't as sharp as now, whatever, but I was still sending that video, getting left on red all the time. I even follow up with them, still getting left on red. Okay. And I want you to understand this because no, I wasn't the marketing agency who was just running some typical boring ass, like the same type of service, like running ads to all these businesses, right? I was actually offering a service that was actually like never really heard about. It was actually a really good service. And looking back on it, I probably could have made something out of this, but I was offering these companies because right now there's a problem with employees finding good talent, right? So I was helping them with getting more employees. So I was running employment ads on Facebook. That's something you could do. So it's not some typical lead gen ads. It's getting more employees, right? And talent employees, right? Which is a very thing. It's a very, very big problem for them right now, right? So, you know, the offer was good and still I wasn't getting the responses I should get, okay? Because, and again with that, I wasn't doing some copy and paste DM. Okay, I wasn't falling into that trap because look, I used to send a personalized video, right? And I wasn't only sending 25 per day, I was sending a bunch of these personalized videos. So, you know, technically I was doing all the right things, but it just proves how important the model and the offering is, right? So now let me get into exactly the model and the DM strategy because I know that's what you're waiting for. Like, how am I able to actually do it from cold outreach, like actually selling clients from cold outreach, right? So I'm going to show you the business model that makes cold outreach feel like finding only gold scars on Prime Fortnite. This is exactly how it feels, okay? It's called info consulting. If you've watched other videos on my channel, you probably already know about this, but I take the time to go in this model because it's important. That's why my cold outreach works, is because I'm in this model, right? So I can give you a quick overview, but if you want a more in-depth tutorial, you can go watch this video on my YouTube or just DM me on my Instagram directly with any questions, okay, regarding the model. If you want to go check out this video. To give you a quick overview, okay, the model is similar to, yes, kind of growth operating or IPGA if you know what those are, but what you do is you partner up with these experts with small presence online, anywhere from 1 to 20K followers, and you help them launch their info offer. If you don't know what that is, you probably saw it online. It's coaching and courses. So these small accounts and help them with that, right? While sometimes taking a rev share of how much they're able to make, anywhere from 20 to 50%, and that can be extremely lucrative, right? But you have to understand why this model works. Okay, I can get into the exact details. I could speak for like this for an hour about the model, why it works, but quickly, there's no competition. If you go to someone who has 1 to 20K followers, okay, nobody probably has DM'd him before. Maybe 20K followers, people have DM'd him, whatever, but anywhere from 1 to 10K followers, it's very, very rare, right? So you're basically the only one to DM him or her, okay? There's high interest to start the online offer, okay? Starting an info offer, so starting a course or coaching is in demand right now. A lot of people wanting to get into it because they see the amount of money they can make, especially if they're skilled. If they're really good at something, they know they can sell online because they're seeing other people online doing it, right? That's why you have to get into this industry. The basics are easy to learn. They'll be able to help someone turn their skill into a course or coaching program. Yes, there's skills you have to learn. Again, I'm not saying in a day you're going to be able to learn everything, but the basics are easy to learn. Okay, it's a long-term business because the industry is really, really good. And there's huge revenue potential. Like I said, with a 20 to 50% rev share, you can get them a lot of money. Okay, so that's basically this for that. So what is the DM method I use that closes clients anywhere from 48 to 72 hours after, I send the cold DM? I call this the direct value method, okay? Some shit like sending, hey, is this a good place for questions for, like, let's say, the local business owners, or hey, do you have a one-to-one mentorship? Like those kind of DMs, forget about it. People know when you DMing them, you are trying to sell to them because they check your profile and they know exactly what you do. So when you're direct with them, they appreciate it. When I get pitched, I like when someone's direct. Don't be doing some comments, trying to get my DMs, get me an answer, whatever. I know you're trying to sell me. Just get to the point directly, and I'll see if I'm interested, and I'll tell you directly. And I appreciate people who do that, right? And people on the other side will appreciate it when you're direct as well. And this is something I learned through trial and error, okay? So, what is the direct value method? The method is simple, but requires proper execution. The goal is to lead in and be direct about your intentions and offer and what's in it for them. Like I said, it's direct, but it's the value method, okay? People care about themselves. What are you bringing them? How can they benefit from it? Okay, I don't care about you. I don't care about your service. I don't care about your agency, whatever. I care about me. What can you do to me? How can you improve my life? And that's exactly the mindset you have to do when you're doing these cold DMs. Okay, I'll give you an example, and you can sit down and read this, whatever, because this is, I mean, I changed out the DM script, but this is an example of what you could do. Okay, so I said, hey, can I send you a 4-minute video? I mean, specifically for you on how you can launch your own online educational program to help others with your own videography / content skills, and how you can make 5 figures per month revenue from it. The video explains everything in detail. Can I simply just send out the video? I already made it for you, and it's 4 minutes long. So people know, okay, it's 4 minutes long because he already made it for me because he knows the time of the video. Right? So it's specific, it's direct value because he's like, hey, how can I make 5 figures per month? I'm not making 5 figures per month right now with my videography skills, right? And I'm not helping others, people online as well. So yeah, hey Adam, sure, thumbs up. Awesome, I send the video. The second I send the video, and this is mind you, this is at night, this was in the morning. Hey, sounds interesting, let's do a call. No questions, no like I'll think about it. No, sounds interesting, let's do a call with a thumbs up again. So then I send him the Calendly booking link. Okay, he books a call. Then I send him an asset to watch before the call. And this is something I go really more into depth. I'm not going to go into depth in this video, but it's important to send the actual asset. You can go check it out if you want. I don't care. It's changed since, but it's just an example of how it looks like, right? But you send him that, so it tells you exactly what you do, how you do, whatever. And he's like, "Hey, Adam, perfect." And I said, "Everything's still okay for our call in 30 minutes?" Yes, everything's okay. This is the actual screenshot. This was not too long ago, right? This took a bit more longer time because they did the deposit and then did full payment, right? But it was in around 72 hours that he paid, right? But as you can see, he paid 2K USD up front. Boom. From a cool DM. Okay. You guys probably never done that before. And this is the actual proof. Okay. As you can see, his name's right here. And a 25% rev share of all the money he's going to make forever, right? With the actual program we're going to do. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what is in this video that I sent him right here, the video right here, that sent him that gets immediately wanting to jump on a call with me? Hey, sounds interesting, let's do a call. You're probably wondering what that video is. So now, giving you the full blueprint for that video could be a full other video in of itself. And honestly, I don't want it to get too saturated for that video and exactly what to do. But I'll give you a framework to follow. Okay, so what is the actual video framework to send to these prospects who said they were interested in order for them to convert, get on a call, and close? Okay, so this is the actual framework. So an intro, quick intro, why you made the video in of itself, quick personal intro about yourself. You don't have anything to talk about yourself, you don't have any results. Maybe that's not the best, but just a quick personal intro. The opportunity of why, of doing info, of selling their own course coaching, how much money they can make and stuff like that. Their custom offers, so based off them, obviously they care about themselves, so you have to showcase that. Partnership itself, so how can you actually jump in that and help them out? And the actual next step, so usually how to book the call, right? And I actually have a full plug and play template because the one that I did right here is an outdated one. Okay, it works, but doesn't work as good. I actually have a plug and play template to make this, but that's obviously something I keep for my one-to-one guys and my program, okay? So how do you ensure this works for you? So there's a few things you have to follow in order for this kind of DM strategy with the video, with the type of vehicle, whatever, for it to actually work for you, okay? You want to send at least 25 to 50 quality DMs per day, okay? Again, if you're doing 50 quality DMs per day and you're not making money, there's really a problem. There's something with you, there's something with the video, there's definitely a problem, okay? You want to be able to follow up every day with prospects, set up your info consultant profile properly, okay? Because yes, DMs are one thing, but if your profile doesn't look great. It doesn't look the part, forget about it, right? It's all things you guys don't know. Maybe not maybe. I've talked about it in different kind of videos on my YouTube, whatever. So you maybe can go check that out and more as well. Okay, because it's not just the cold DM, it's not just the video. There's a lot of things behind it as well that make everything piece up together, right? Because if you're doing everything correctly with the video, the DMs, but again your profile shit, forget about it, right? So if you looked around, and this is something you don't want to wait again, like all the other business models that completely just fly by you, right? And get actual one-to-one help, my full A to Z in-depth process on how I actually make this work, how I fulfill for clients and everything, my plug and play and templates, my pre-made fulfillment documents that you can give to your clients to be able to get the most amount of results once you do sign them and grow an actual business. And then either book a call below with me. Okay, it's a one-to-one call. I don't accept that many people, whatever. Or if you have any questions, DM me on Instagram, which is also going to be below. Okay. And just to give you an idea, right? I probably have less than 5 guys, maybe 5 to 6 guys that I'm currently helping out right now. Okay, around. And these are the results from people starting this right now. Okay, Matt, let's say for an example, he sent, I believe it was 90 DMs to be able to get a client. 90 DMs sent, and he got a 2K client, right? With the rev share as well. We got Cole here who sent 16 DMs total, who got a meeting booked already. Okay, I think this was like his first week or first 2 weeks. We got Sammy who made 3.2K in the first month of him doing this after trying 8 months of doing his old SMMA, and he got a rev share with his clients as well, right? And even and one of the guys working one-on-one with me, I'm sending him quality leads. Like this is a lead that responded to me that I didn't have time to answer whatever. So I'm even giving out leads because I'm doing the cold DM method so well that I'm getting so many leads I can actually just send them to my guys and they can sign them, right? So this is just to show you an example of what's actually possible when you're in the right model, when you do the right strategies, how quickly the money can be made. Again, once everything is aligned, right? So again, if that's interested of you actually starting this model and not like getting left behind or waiting or being like that type of person who never takes action on everything, and you actually want to start making money using cold outreach, using a good model, again, book a call with me below. I'll see if you could fit. If not, just DM me on Instagram with any questions. So see you in the next video.